Hello and welcome in. Mark here, aka the Markster. This is video number 32 in the FreeCAD series. Today, I'm going to show you how to make this LED 3D. And what's cool about it is when you change this index value, it changes its own configuration. So we'll look at how to go about making something like this. And create a new document. We're going to go into part design, create a new sketch, XY plane, and I'm going to use this slot tool. I take that back. I'll use multi-line tool. Now with this tool, if you press M, you get a different tool each time. So that's give me something different. So what I want to do is catch this. Catch the horizontal axis. Then M again until I get that arc again. Okay, I will need to change this to tangent mode. Let's do perpendicular there too. I will attach this point to this edge. And I'm going to set this width at 10 millimeters. What went wrong there? Try to set that width again. Alright, and now its radius. I'll make that a ratio of that width. I don't have a variable set up yet, so let's go ahead and do that. Close the sketch. Uh-oh, wrong workbench. Okay. Now we can set up our DD object. So this will be a length property, and this is going to be width, and I'll set that at 10. Now this will be a ratio of that divided by 5. Then we can revolve this. Along the x-axis. So how does that look as a ratio? It's kind of a little bit too fat, I think. Let's try that. I'm happy with that. Alright, now we're going to go to part workbench, draft workbench. So we're mixing workbenches here. We're going to use the body, not the revolution. Select the body. Create a regular ortho array. And I want 1x, 1y, and let's see, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need 7 LEDs. The interval doesn't really matter, but let's get enough separation. It's a little too much. Alright. So now we've got an array of bodies. The body as the base. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's how many we need to make our LED. Let's go to part. We're going to explode this compound. This gives us access to the individual components. Let's view the axis cross, because I want this bottom one to be right here where it's at. This is number 0. And the number 1 is going to be right here on this side. So I'm going to transform. Rotate it around. I'm pretty happy with that at the moment anyway. And the next one is number 2, and I want it right here. So we'll be able to count 0, 1, 2. So we'll transform that one. Using our dragger tool. That looks symmetrical. And this one, we'll just come down a little bit with it. So now we can count. This is 0, 1, 2, 3. It's important to be able to do this. This one will be right here to the left. And this one opposite that one on the right. And this one can come down. Come on down. Okay, so that's our basic LED arrangement for all the LEDs lit up. Now, I'll highlight all these. I'm going to make a compound. Hide those, and we'll use the explode the compound filter here. So the compound filter tool lets you select which of these elements that you want to display. You have different options on how to filter these. And the one that we're going to want today is going to be specific items. We're getting an error, but that's okay. We need some variables. One type we need is an index, which is going to be an integer. We'll just call this IDX. Set it at 0. It's going to range from 0 to 9 to give us all the numbers, all the numerals. And the next one we need is a string type variable. And we'll just call it string. And one more we need is a string list type. And we'll just call it string list. Alright. So now look at our compound, and the items we want will be that string. the string will be indexed into the string list using the index. And I'm going to need to put a value in there, I guess. I'm just going to copy this, Control C. Put something in the string list. Let's try this again. Okay, let's clear these errors. So what we have here is a string list. This is going to contain the definitions of all these ways that we can create these numbers. So for 0, we need 0, 1, 2, skip 3. So 0, 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6. So that's our 0. And for the 1, unfortunately the list numbering starts with 1 and not 0. So we just have to realize that number 1 here is 0 and number 2 here is going to be 1. So we need to make a 1, and for that we'll use 0, 1, we'll use 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 and 5 to make our 1. Now let's try it out. Okay, it's working well. Now we need to make a 2. So the 2 comes around here, down here, down here. So it's 0, 1, 3, 5, and 6. 0, 1, 3, 5, and 6. That should be a 2 for us. Alright. And now we need a 3. So 3 is going to be 0, 2, 0, we'll skip 1, we'll go to 2, 3, skip 4, go to 5 and 6. So 0, 2, 3, 5, and 6. 0, 2, 3, 5, and 6. Hopefully that'll be a 3. Let's see now. Yes. And now we need a 4. So how do we make a 4? Gonna come down here. So we'll skip 0 and we'll skip 1. So we have 2, 3, 4, and 6. 2, 3, 4, and 6. Let's try that and see if that works. Nope, that's not a 4. We don't need 6, we need 5 instead. So we'll replace 6 with 5. And let's try that. Okay, that's our 4. So we've got our 3. I'm hitting F5 as I scroll down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we need a 5. This is an error because we don't have 5 yet defined. So how do we make a 5 now? It comes around here, makes it like an S. So it's going to be 0, 2, 3, 4, and 6. 0, 3, 4. No, 0, 2, 4, 5, and 0, 2, 3, 4, and 6. 0, 2, 3, 4, and 6. And that should be a 5. Yep. So our 5 and 4, they're working. Now we need to make a 6. And the 6, we're going to replace the 6 with the 2. Six with a 1. Same as the other one above, except 0, 1. I'm confusing myself now. We need 0, 1, no 2. Alright, this might be easier like this. So we'll skip 2, 0, 1, no 2, but we need a 3, and a 4, and a 6, no 5. Let's see what that looks like. 0, 1, 2, and a 3. So we need a 3 in there too. We got a 3. 0, 1, and 2. We need a 2 in there. Trial and error, basically. But it's definitely a lot easier when at least you can count. You got these in the right order. Because if you just have them jumbled up, good luck with that. Okay, now we need to make a 7, which would just be basically a 1. But we used to make the 1 plus that 6 right there. So 2, 5, and 6. So this is our 1 right here. Now let's see, try out that 7. Alright, and now the 8 is going to be easy because that's all of them. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we need a 9. So the 9 has all of these except for 0 and 1. Two, 3, 4, 5, and 6. save this. I'm keeping all the YouTube files together in one folder. Call that compound filter. Alright, so now what do we need? That's it? Nope. Yeah, we've got them all now. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Maybe it will look better if you had all the LEDs visible, but then you would sort of light up the ones that you were using. But I'm not going to do that. I think I've shown you the basic method for doing this, and you could extend this to multiple LEDs. And your index would be something like for your tens digit, for your tens place, would be the index divided by 10. I don't know if we can use floor on here. Yeah, you could use the floor function. So floor, if you have a decimal value, say 2.1, then the floor will give you 2. Whatever the nearest decimal, whatever the nearest integer is less than that. So if you wanted to have another digit out here, and your tens digit could be floor, whatever your main number is. So if it was 25, let's say, you still get 2 for your tens digit. Hopefully everybody understands that a little bit. And then your 5 would just be, in this case with 25, let's see in my mind how we would get the 5 out of 25. So floor 25 over 10 times 10 would be 20. And then your main number, your main index, minus, it'd be like your main index, we'll call that M. M minus floor, M over 10. So if M is 25, times 10, huh? So if M was 25, it's not letting me parse M because there is no M right now defined, but let's just make it 25. Yeah, so that would give you your 5, this formula here. Just substitute 25 for whatever your main index value is. So you could have a 2 here for your tens place and a 5 here for your ones place. Hopefully that's clear as mud. Mainly I'm here today just trying to show you how to use this compound filter. And this was one sort of novel way that I came up with to use this. So you could have, if you wanted to light these up and have them all visible, you have two. This array here would have one set unlit, gray colored here, and then another set from 7 through, what would it be, 13? Seven through 14. I think 7 through 13. First grade math is getting to me here. Anyway, 7 through 13 would be that lit color. Some green, a nice lime green color. And you would put 0 and 7 in the same spot, overlapping each other. And then in the DD object right here, you would include the unlit numbers and the lit numbers, the lit LEDs, along with the unlit. So you have the 8 right here on all of them except the ones that are going to be lit, and that would be like, instead of 1 it would be 8 because you'd add 7 to it. So these, for number 8 right here, they'd all be the lit values. So they'd be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. That would be a lit up number 8. All lit up. And for number, for the 1 right here, it would be 0, 1, 3, 4, 6 for the unlit parts, and then 9 and 12 for the lit up parts, for the lit up 1. Hopefully you understand that bit of rambling. If you wanted to have this like on one of those old clocks, you can see the LEDs, but they're not lit up. And the ones that are lit up, you can see those lit up. Okay, well that's going to do it for today. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a great day.